Hello, friends, and welcome back, everyone. And thank you for being here with me live today. So, we are exploring a major and very important financial decision from Trump administration because this topic is bigger than the politics, bigger than headlines, and honestly, bigger than anything we have seen in the tax world in decades. We are talking about the Secretary Bessent's statement that 2026 could bring the largest tax refunds in American history. And that one line has set off an explosion of cautions, hope, confusion, excitement, and skepticism across the country. And so, guys, tonight we are going to break all of it down what that claim actually means, what's behind it, why the refunds are expected to be so massive, and how this could affect the everyday Americans from working class families to small business owners to retired persons who have spent years freezing squid. So, guys, this isn't some small tax update. This is a potential financial earthquake that could change how American experience tax season for the years to come. So, to understand why 2026 could bring the record setting refunds, we have to first look back at the landscape Americans have been living in for the past decade, like the rising inflation, increasing cost of living, shrinking purchasing power, and corporate driven pricing that has pushed everything from groceries to rent into levels that would have shocked people 20 years ago. Now, households have been financially stretched in the ways that previous generation simply didn't face all at once. So, when Base and Asound announced that new policies could unlock the largest refunds in US history, the message hit like a lifeline. It wasn't just a financial update, it was a sign that something might shift in the favor of the people who have been carrying the weight of inflation and economic instability on their backs. But used refunds don't just magically appear. They are triggered by policy decisions that change the formulas, the deductions, credits, and the thresholds that determine how much money gets returned to taxpayers. And what we are seeing is the early outline of tax adjustments that are designed to redirect more money back into the pockets of Americans, especially those in the middle class who have been crushed the hardest. So, guys, now let's talk about what large refunds actually mean for the average person because this isn't just about clearing debt or splurging or savings accounts. Through those things also matter. This is about the breathing room. It's about giving people some margin in a world that has solely squeezed away every inch of financial comfort. Think about the family of four that has struggled under rising grocery cost. Think about young workers who have watched rent skyrocket. Think about seniors living on a fixed income while medical bills climb every year. A record breaking refund for them isn't just extra cash, it's the ability to catch up, it's the ability to fix the car without going into debt, it's the ability to finally start an emergency fund after years of watching every paycheck disappear into bills. These refunds, if they truly become the largest ever, have the power to shift households from survival mode to stability mode. And for millions of Americans, that shift can change the emotional and financial tone of their entire year. So, guys, why would the government authorize something this big? Why 2026? There are several factors converging at the same time: political cycles, expiring provisions from post tax laws, and a push to stimulate economic activity by putting money back into customer hands. Big refunds often serve a strategic purpose. They boost spending, they help struggling industries, they increase consumer confidence, and in some cases, they help lift the economy out of stagnation by letting people feel financially alive. The past few years have shown massive gaps in affordability, and the government knows that people need an injection of relief to rebalance the economy. High inflation has punished middle and lower income families, and record refunds are a one way only to neutralize some of that damage. And beyond the economic reasons, there is a political truth we can't ignore. Any administration that oversees the largest refunds in the history earns goodwill, momentum, and influence, especially going into an election cycle. So, this isn't a secret from anyone. Cash in the pockets creates voters who feel heard. Also, here is the deeper conversation. Huge refunds don't come from nowhere. They mean revised tax brackets. They mean expanded credits. They mean deductions that have either grown, written, or been introduced. They mean more favorable filing conditions for families, for workers, for parents, and even for small business owners who have been hammered by the expenses. If Besant is right, then 2026 will be a year that many of the policies Americans have been asking for more fairness, more support, more flexibility, and finally take shape. It's the year where the tax code may bend closer toward the financial reality people live with every single day instead of the outdated structure they have been forced into. And what does this mean for you? For millions of Americans, that the real story, not just the size of the refund, but the acknowledgement that the system might finally be recalibrating to their benefit instead of working against them. People want to feel like the government sees them, understands their struggle, and is actually doing something meaningful to them. If the projections hold true, these refunds could restore trust in a system that many people face lost in faith. They could help countless households recover from years of economic pressure. They could spark a wave of optimism, spending, saving, investing on long overdue financial catch up. So, guys, tonight as we go deeper into this, I want to really think about what a refund like this would mean for you, not just emotionally, but practically and financially. What would you fix? What would you finally take care of? And what stays would disappear? And what possibilities could open up? Because if 2022 truly brings the large refunds, then we aren't just talking about the money, we are talking about the relief, dignity, opportunity, and a chance for millions of people to finally excel. And that's why this story is so important. So, guys, thank you so much for joining today and being with me till the end. And if you like this story and this breakdown, kindly give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for such amazing daily hot global news and USA news. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.